Hey guys, and welcome to a very cold and windy episode of Outdoorswoman's Opinion. And today we're going to be taking a look at this shoe from the brand Merrell. This is the lighter weight trail running version, basically, of a lot of Merrell's more clunkier hiking shoes, like the well-known Merrell Moabs. This is the Merrell Moab Flight. So, like I said, it's a lighter weight, clunkier shoe, or it's a lighter weight, less clunky shoe. It's more cushioning, but it does still have that Vibram grip. It does not have the best traction. Honestly, the lugs aren't the deepest. But once again, this is marketed as a trail running shoe, not a hiking shoe. So I don't really recommend this for long, 10-mile treacherous hikes where there's going to be, wet rocks and waterfalls and things like that. And I have other shoes on my channel that are more suited for that I've reviewed. But this is what basically, in my opinion, what I use this for is basically a short after work kind of walk. And not going to lie, this weather is also not what I would primarily use this shoe for, because this does not come in a waterproof version. So once again, the waterproof liner, the Gore-Tex or other brand of waterproof liner, is an extra layer of fabric in between the inner and outer membranes of the shoe. So it does add an extra layer of warmth, not just water resistance. And as you can see, it's cold and windy out right now, so this is kind of more of like a warmer weather trail running shoe, but I'm honestly still using it for short before work walks. I do like the grip. Like I said, it's not the grip. The Vibram grip is grippy for what I'm personally using it for. I'm actually mostly walking around my neighborhood in these before work, and they are really comfortable. But I don't recommend them for, really rocky, treacherous hikes and things like that. They are very, very lightweight, so they're not very protective. Your foot isn't, it's not clunky. It doesn't have like a hard, rigid outsole. It also doesn't have any type of rock plate or anything like that at the bottom like other trail running shoes have. So your feet are not very protected in this shoe. It also has this kind of weird thing in the back that doesn't look like it serves a purpose, but I was reading online and some people were saying, it's basically to help propel your foot forward on the trail and I guess prevent heel striking and things like that. The shoe has a 10 millimeter drop, which basically means from the heel to the front there's, it's 10 millimeters. And so it's definitely not a barefoot type shoe, which has a zero drop, where, it's basically just flat. So there's some arch support in the shoe, and there's a large drop for a trail runner, and the purpose of that, according to the Merrell's website and stuff, is like to propel your foot forward. So if you want a barefoot shoe, this definitely isn't for you. If you want a big clunky protective shoe, this definitely isn't for you. What I do recommend this shoe for is like, light hikes, walks, trail runs. It is a very comfortable shoe. Let's take the other one that I took the insert out and take a look at it. So, never mind, I didn't take it out all the way like I thought I did. But anyways, it has the Float Pro insert by Merrell. So this is a decent insert. I'd say it's comfortable. I have gone on quite a few morning walks on this now, and it still doesn't seem worn out at all, but it's not the best insert in the world. As I've mentioned in some of my other videos, I do prefer when there's like ventilation in the inserts in warmer weather, like kind of like holes for breathability and stuff. This one doesn't have that, which for, a lightweight, I don't really want to call it a summer hiking shoe, because I'm personally still going for walks in the morning with these and when it's cold outside and everything, but I'm just wearing like thick wool socks. And my favorite brand of hiking socks, which I've made videos about before, are Darn Tough and Right socks. And this time of year I'm using Darn Tough because they're wool and they keep my feet warm and everything else. Right sock has a wool option as well, but right now I'm using Darn Tough for the winter. But anyways, there's an extra layer of padding and cushioning underneath the Float Pro insert for this shoe. And so overall, this is basically a lightweight. I would recommend it for short hikes or, light trail runs. It's really not the most protective shoe. Like I said, no rock plate. But I do like that Vibram grip, although it's not, like I said, the lugs aren't as deep, so it's not as grippy as others. One other additional problem that might, wow, now it's starting to snow. Look at this. Gotta love it. But one other additional problem that some might experience in this shoe is I do find that the toe box is a bit narrow. So if you like space for your toes to splay out, like I mentioned, I really love Brooks trail running shoes. I feel as though that Brooks brand allows ample space for toe splay. These really don't do that, but overall, guys, I don't hate this shoe. It's a very, very comfortable shoe, and I do like it for my early morning, quick before work walks. The shoelaces are textured and flat, somewhat flat, so they stay tied. I've never had these become untied in my walks. It is a little bit of an odd shape overall, again, because of this Float Pro, I guess, design that Merrell incorporated to try to propel your foot forward. So it is kind of an odd looking shoe. If you really care about aesthetic that much, you might not like this thing in the back, but it's supposed to serve a purpose. Whether or not it actually serves that purpose, I don't know, guys, because I almost feel like ever since I read it on their website that it propels your foot forward, now I'm like thinking it propels my foot forward on my walks and stuff, so it's almost like a marketing thing. But at the same time, I mean, my feet definitely don't hurt at all after walking in these shoes, even on walking long periods on pavement when I walk like 2 miles and stuff around my neighborhood, like before work and everything, which 2 miles obviously isn't a long hike, but I'm just talking about the days that I work, so I don't have all day to walk and hike and stuff like that. So I'm just, you know, trying to get some steps in before work. But anyway, overall, yeah, it's a lightweight shoe, and it's not the most durable, but it is comfortable. It's good for light hikes, light walks, but if you want to be able to allow your toes to splay out, or you want something with more protection, it's probably not the shoe for you. But it's alright, basically. It's alright for lighter activities, and it's comfortable. No waterproof version though, so that's another downfall. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Merrell Moab Flight with the Float Pro inserts, and that's my opinion on this shoe. If you have any further questions, I'll address them below in the comments. Happy trails.